Good morning, Slayers. Welcome to this week's intergalactic edition of the 5 at 10 show, broadcasting live from the mothership. I'm your host, Gabriela, beaming in from SLA Command Central. But this rocket doesn't fly solo for long. Today, we are beaming aboard my co-captain, financial analyst, Kevin Grinchpan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Kevin, so how does it feel being in the hot seat today, or should I say the solar flare zone?
You know, I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, actually.
Really?
No, I just wanted the high thrive points.
Oh.
Saving them so I could travel to space like Gail King.
Okay, well, I can't fault you for that, but speaking of Gail King, her BFF Jopra could not be here today, but they used their quantum communicator to zap you 10,000 high thrive points.
Thank you, Jopra. That means the world to me, but I will need a spaced out playlist to listen to.
Well, luckily for you, Susan Manson sent in a playlist this morning that will ring out in the spaceship as you float around in zero gravity.
Thanks, Susan. We appreciate you and all the Slayers who have sent in your playlist. Email us at 5at10@slacal.com if you want to get the party started.
Yes, and as I alluded to earlier, the theme for this week's show is Lost in Space.
Ooh.
Do you like that?
Cool.
So hopefully your moon boots are dusted off because for trivia, we are taking you to outer space.
That's correct. So let's bring up this Kahoot pin for our astronauts, which is 5999243.
Yes, take those finger limbs, punch in that code, put on your helmet, and hop into your X-Wing because we are traveling to a galaxy far, far away later on in the show. That was a lightsaber, by the way. Kevin, do you like the alien or sci-fi genre?
I don't mind it.
Any movies or TV shows that strike your fancy?
I'd say E.T., classic E.T.
Oh, that is a classic. E.T. is the reason I love Reese's Pieces.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I do love that too.
Oh, those are so good. Now, moving on, may the force be with you for the background contest because this week we want to see your favorite movie, book, or TV show about space or aliens.
So Spaceman Josh, let's see what's warping in from the team's background nebula.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, WALL-E, that's a great one.
Megamind, right?
Megamind, Galaxy Quest. Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
626.
And there's E.T. A lot of great movies. I saw some classics up there, which tells me that our secret judges are going to have a near impossible mission this week. Now it's your turn to engage with this next transmission, which is, what is your favorite movie about aliens? Is it the movie Alien?
Arrival.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
E.T., classic.
Elio?
Galaxy Quest.
Independence Day, that's a good one for this week.
Mars Attack.
Or Men in Black, maybe?
Or War of the Worlds.
Let's check our poll responses here. Let's see, they're loading up. Oh, Alien. No, maybe it's Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black with 32%.
Can't go wrong with Will
Yeah. We have one person who voted for Elio. That one's a pretty new one, so
Smith.
not many people have seen it yet. Yeah. Well, keep on voting. Mars Attacks deserved an Oscar, says Charlotte. That's a funny one. I do like that one. Well, moving on, last week our intern takeover launched into orbit with Angelica at the helm. But this week, Ariane takes command. So let's see what cosmic adventures he's been up to.
And don't eject from your seats just yet, because right after Ariane's mission, we'll beam you over to New York City, where a few members of MARCOM recently touched down for the American Business Awards. Josh, engage footage sequence.
Hello Slayers, this is Aryan, and I'm going to be taking us through a week in my life. Monday and Tuesday, we just started off with some project work, working on our presentations that we're going to be presenting on Friday. And Wednesday, we actually had a company visit with Chubb. So we took the BART in the morning, headed over to the Chubb office in San Francisco, and they had an amazing view in the room. Afterwards, we had some lunch, and we went over to Gardely Square for some dessert, where we had amazing ice cream sundaes. Thursday, we just did some more project work, and then Friday was the big day, where we presented our presentations to the financial analysis team, and I think it went pretty well. Afterwards, we had a little baby shower, we played some games. Unfortunately, I didn't win anything, but that's okay. And then Saturday, we went over to Alameda County Fair, where we rode some really cool rides like the bull ride or the carousel. And afterwards, I actually won a stuffed animal in basketball, so that was really cool. And we ended off the night with a super cool science show. On Sunday, we took a trip to San Francisco. We went to a vintage photo booth. We spent way too much money there. And afterwards, we went over to Balloon Museum, where I just had to jump into the ball pit. It felt like being a little kid again. Thank you so much for watching. Now, onto the ABA award video in New York City.
A few weeks ago, members of the Marcom team traveled to New York City. To start the trip off, they stopped by to see our friends at Eleni, where they chatted with Tara Cummings, Robert Bartels, and Ashley C. The next day, it was time to put on their best dress as Tam, Alicia, and John headed to the American Business Awards ceremony.
Surplus Line Association of California won gold and bronze Stevie Awards.
This recognition matters because it highlights the critical role Surplus Lines plays in California's insurance market. These awards also reflect the vision of our leadership and the incredible work of our communications and creative services teams. Thank you to the American Business Awards.
What a cool trip, and thank you to Ariane for that takeover. We love seeing the interns' growth over the course of their internship, and it's so nice to see that they also find ways to have a lot of fun.
And how cool is that trip to New York?
Very cool.
Congratulations to everyone who had a helping hand in bringing home these beautiful awards right here.
Yes, the SLA won 2 Gold Stevie Awards, and we also have 2 Bronze Awards for the work on the annual meeting, the annual report, and there was also a 5 at 10 show that was nominated, our Zeke Farewell episode, which was a lot of fun to work on. So Slayers, excellent job.
All we do is win.
That's right.
Slayers, you know you can win big today too. Oh, Jamal, what can our Slayers win today?
Houston, we have some prizes. First prize of the day is a $100 Crocs gift card. Who needs clunky boots when you can wear Crocs in space? Imagine Buzz and Neil bouncing around on the moon with Crocs on. Let's fake it again, thanks to this $100 Crocs gift card. Second prize of the day is a $100 iFly gift card. Skydiving might be the closest thing to space us non-Katy Perry people will ever get to. The only thing is, this is indoor skydiving, so get as close to the ceiling as you can thanks to this $100 iFly gift card. Finally, the last prize of the day is a $100 Disney Store gift card. You're probably wondering, Disney Store in space? Where's the tie-in?
I am your father.
Yeah, that franchise. So buy a ton of thanks to this $100 Disney Store gift card. 3 prizes that will have you orbiting the galaxy. So let's head back to the launch pad to take off.
Thank you, Jamal, for those prizes. And speaking of prizes and awards, I think Jamal would have a good chance at winning an MTV VMA award.
Oh, that's right, the Moon Man statue.
Yes, I think he'd win for that Britney Spears music video he released earlier this year. And for those who don't remember, let's take a look at that.
Ooh, we did it again. 3 times for the win. We're going insane. Oh, Slayer, Slayer.
Yeah, what do we think, Slayers? Would Jamal win for that?
Oops, I don't know if he did it again. But thank you, Jamal. Shoot for the stars and land on this Kahoot pin one more time, which is 599-9243.
Get in the game, because once that spaceship door is locked, we are taking off. Speaking of the moon, what do you think, Kevin? Did we reach the moon in 1969?
Well, you tell me. America went up there, put a flag on the moon. Isn't that littering? Would we litter?
I wonder what the fine would be for littering in outer space.
I don't know.
Yeah, what does our chat think? Chime in. Did the moon landing happen? We want to know what you think, and maybe we'll feature your comments later on in the show.
Moving along, we'll get to trivia soon, but first it's time for some announcements.
Yes, starting with a future show that we are hoping to air at the end of this month called The SLA's Got Talent. But we need help from all of you, so email us a 30-second video of yourself playing an instrument, doing a cartwheel, reciting some poetry, anything that really showcases your special talent. You know, we celebrate so many of your talents and achievements here at work, and now we want to showcase your talents outside of the office. So if you're interested in participating, send us an email at 5at10@slaycal.com.
And T-minus 2 days, turn off all the alarms this Friday because it's 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Office will be closed, so leave the laptop off and fire up the grill. Enjoy the long weekend and have some safe fun. And what are you guys doing this holiday weekend? Let's throw it in the chat.
Yes, stay safe indeed. Do not show up to work without those finger limbs. You're going to need them to sign up for the after-work hike at Reinhardt Redwood Regional Park in Oakland, hosted by the Social Fun and Volunteer cohorts. This event will take place on Friday, July 11th, starting at 6 p.m. And after the hike, enjoy a free telescope viewing at Chabot Space and Science Center. Nice. That is quite on brand with the theme for this week. So the team will also grab food and refreshments at a nearby cafe, and you have until Monday to sign up. We hear this event is filling up quickly, so reach out to Kevin Chuk if you are interested.
Now with the announcements out of the way, I'm ready, Gabriela's ready, and that means our Slayers are ready, so let's lock that lobby.
Yes, with the lobby now locked, it is time to find out who is getting our first prize of the day. So let's find out who lucky sign-in number winner 9 is, because that's how many movies are in the Aliens franchise. So let's see. Congrats to V-Tran. Nice job. Let's see who we have signed in today. Kevin H., Moon Man, Man on the Moon. A lot of moon themes here. Ariane Intern, thank you for clarifying. Nikhil, Totally Kyle. We have a full house.
Rachel
That's great. Yes. All right, so let's get started now. And we have some comments too about people who chimed in about the moon landing. Why hasn't anyone been back on the moon since 1972? That's what Taylor wants to know.
Good question, Taylor.
Isaiah says the moon is made of cheese. Cannot confirm nor deny. And Kyle Coverdale says he's descended from the moon. I believe that one. All right, question number 1. In H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, what ultimately kills the Martian invaders?
Is it nuclear weapons, water, Earth's gravity, or bacteria?
Fun fact, the 1898 novel also inspired a number of films and radio adaptations, one by Orson Welles in 1938. The radio broadcast was presented as a series of news bulletins that caused widespread panic among listeners who believed the fictional Martian landing or Martian invasion was real. Nearly a century later, this incident remains a powerful example of the importance of media literacy.
And the answer is bacteria.
Bacteria. That stumped a lot of people, but some people got it right as well.
Let's see that leaderboard.
Yes, let's see the leaderboard. May in first place. Nice.
Interns, nice. Good work.
Yeah, the interns are doing like a group project.
Yeah.
Let's see how they're going to split the prize if they win. Question number 2. Which alien invasion movie features the obliteration of the White House by a massive spaceship?
Is it Mars Attack, Independence Day, The Day the Earth Stood Still, or Men in Black? Fun fact, many people are surprised to learn that this explosion was not done with CGI. It was actually created with detailed miniature set that was built to the exact proportions of the White House, clocking in at 5 feet high and 14 feet wide. The director even filled the house with doll furniture so debris flying out after the explosion would look like real objects.
It did look very realistic. That correct answer, of course, was Independence Day. A lot of you got that right, and we got a clip of that. That is pretty amazing, wasn't CGI? It looks so realistic. All right, let's check out our leaderboard, see who's leading. Oh, May's dropped out of the top. We got a new leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron.
Ariane's still staying strong at the top, and so are the rest of the interns.
I wonder if that's Aaron or intern. So we've got 3 interns in the top spots. Interesting.
Trivia experts.
Trivia experts, alien experts. All right, question number 3. In Arrival, what did the aliens use to communicate?
Was it logograms or circular symbols, musical tones, telepathy, or light pulses?
Fun fact, the alien language in Arrival was created by a team of linguists and artists to look beautiful and complex enough to be believable. This is a really great movie. Amy Adams does a phenomenal job in this one. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites.
Can't go wrong with Amy.
Yeah. We stumped some people there, but the correct answer was logograms or circular symbols.
Let's see the movement. Top 3 staying still. Anthony L. Kleiman.
And another intern.
Wow.
In the top 5. This seems fixed. Were they, reading our script ahead of time?
ChatGPT question mark?
Maybe. ChatGPT. No ChatGPT allowed. Make it equal and fair. Come on. All right, question number 4. Which pop star famously claimed to have seen a UFO and then released an album inspired by space themes?
Was it Lady Gaga, Kesha, Katy Perry, or Billie Eilish? Fun fact, the musician says she saw spaceships in the desert at Joshua Tree National Park. She claims she was completely sober when she saw what she described as little balls of fire in the sky. The experience also inspired her to start a podcast about supernatural experiences.
Was she sober though? I don't know. Maybe
Well,
the little balls of fire were prompted by fireball. A lot of people got that right. That's Kesha, of course. Let's see who's in our leaderboard now. Oh, they got it wrong. Sorry.
Who were we thinking? Katy Perry?
They thought Katy Perry. My bad. Yeah.
I can see that too.
It's Kesha.
Wow. Aaron, Ariane, interns.
Omar G with a correct streak of 4. That's pretty good.
Nice.
And Anthony's still in the top 5. Let's see if we'll see a shakeup in the last question. Question number 5. What is Kevin's favorite movie about aliens? Who was paying attention?
Did I say Star Trek Into Darkness, Coneheads, E.T., or Signs?
Yes, and those little characters in the question, those are not from any of the movies. That's actually from Star Wars. Have you seen Star Wars?
I have not, but
What?
I've been to Oga's Cantina in Disneyland.
So those guys serve you drinks?
They did,
You know them personally.
kind of.
You know their names?
No.
No.
Blue Blurb and someone else.
Little blurb. I love that. That's definitely an official name. So people were paying attention. They came out with the correct answer, which was E.T. Now for our final leaderboard. The third person to walk on the moon. You're our SLA's Pete Conrad. It's the interns. Good job.
Coming in second place, the Buzz Aldrin, is Ariane Intern.
Nice. And in first place, finally, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Our SLA's Neil Armstrong is Aaron. Congratulations.
Good job, Aaron. Another out-of-this-world game of trivia. Don't forget to email us at the 5 at 10 at 5 at 10 at slacal.com to claim your prize.
Yes, claim your prize, don't forget. Anyway, they've been waiting in the wings, but it is finally time to beam in our secret judges.
Who could they...
Whoa! Look who just materialized. It's Susan and Brian Manson.
Howdy.
Welcome to the show, you two. How you doing today?
Awesome.
Doing
How
great.
are you?
We're doing great. Yeah, we're doing great. Now, before we hand over the controls, we've got to ask you both, do you enjoy a good alien invasion?
Absolutely.
Bringing all the great little green men.
Yeah, any favorites? Any favorite movies?
Work from work.
Work from work, and how about you?
And I'm a Trekkie,
You're a Trekkie.
tried and true.
Oh, wow, okay. And this is a Star Trek thing, right? May the force be with you, is that right?
No.
No?
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper, nanu nanu. All right, well, excellent responses there. I'll be adding those picks to my watch list, but Slayers are watching to see who the runner-ups and winner will be.
Cool. This week,
Runner-up, number 1, who do we got?
number 1, we have Adriana Johnson by bringing us Lucretius of Borg.
Nice. That looks legit.
Wow. How about runner-up number 2?
We have Karen Ashby with Wally. Very
go wrong
close
with
to my
Wally.
heart.
Nice.
Yeah, that's such a good one. And who is our winner for today?
Then for the $100 Fandango gift card, confirming the truth is out there, we have Charlotte Hankins.
Nice work, Charlotte.
Great job. Congrats, Charlotte. And thank you to our secret judges for boldly judging like no judges have judged before.
I want to try this real quick.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Let's send them their money.
Oh, so much cash.
Beam us up, Ed.
Thank you so much, Brian and Susan. Hope to see you both soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Take care.
Take care.
Now let's bring this ship in for the final landing for our final award of the day. It's time for our High Thrive Comment of the Week. This week, we're beaming in a comment from Christine Weimers, who recognized Grace Liu for completing the St. John's Introduction to ENS course. Great job, Grace.
Christine, thank you for using the High Thrive platform to celebrate your fellow Slayers. Be sure to check your High Thrive account, which is being loaded up with 2,500 High Thrive points. Nice job, Christine. And thank you to Kevin for co-hosting with me today. You did a stellar job and really brought the cosmic vibes.
Thank you, Gabriela. It was a blast. Literally. If you ever need a co-pilot for another trip in space, I'm all in.
I love to hear that. We'll beam you back for sure. Well, Slayers, that is a wrap from SLA Command. Slayer Earthlings, stay great, and Jamal, we'll see you next week.